Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for Tuesday, January 27, 2026. And in the news this evening, JPS contractor dies after falling from ladder. A contractor employed by the Jamaica Public Service Company has died after falling from a ladder while on the job in Trelawney on Monday afternoon. The circumstances that led to the fall have not yet been determined. The news sources have identified the deceased as 66-year-old Courtney Robinson of Mandeville, Manchester. According to residents, about 4 p.m., Robinson was carrying out work in the Botoptown, Albertown area in the southern section of the parish when he fell from a ladder and sustained serious head injuries. He was later pronounced dead. The Constabulary Communications Network has confirmed the incident but could not provide detailed information. Broadcaster Walter Bob Clark has died. Veteran broadcaster Walter Charles Bob Clark has died. The media practitioner of more than 5 decades reportedly died early Tuesday at the Porto Maria Hospital in St. Mary. Clark, who was known for his popular Sunday program Memories on IRI FM and was awarded the Order of Distinction for his contribution to Jamaica, was reportedly admitted to the hospital for treatment of a medical condition. He was 75 at the time of his death. Armed thieves steal 7 goats from Sydney Pagan STEM Academy. Armed thieves made off with 7 goats from the Sydney Pagan STEM Academy, firing 2 shots to scare off security Monday night. Principal at the institution, Milbert Miller, confirmed the late night incident, saying the thieves made off with the goats valued at $500,000, 5 bucks and 2 does. One of the bucks and one of the does were recently donated by the Ministry of Agriculture to help with the improvement in terms of our stock, so it is a big blow because that would have been our service buck, he said. The school, located a few miles away from Santa Cruz in Elam, St. Elizabeth, is still reeling from damage caused by Hurricane Melissa 3 months ago to areas including poultry houses. 1 of 3 charged by Mocha over alleged $600 million fraud granted $1 million bail. 1 of 3 people recently charged by the Major Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption Agency for allegedly defrauding several financial institutions of more than $600 million was today granted bail in the sum of $1 million. Ivana Campbell, 29, an executive assistant of Cedar Grove, Portmore, St. Catherine, appeared before the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on charges of breaches of the Proceeds of Crime Act, the Larceny Act, the Law Reform Fraudulent Transactions Act, as well as conspiracy to defraud at a common law. As part of her bail conditions, Campbell was ordered to surrender her travel documents, report regularly to the police, and have a stop order enforced at all ports of entry. Campbell, who is being represented by attorney at law Samoy Campbell, is scheduled to return to court on February 4. Her co-accused, Dwayne Potter, who was not brought before the court, is expected to appear at that time. Meanwhile, the alleged mastermind, medical Dr. Chloe Duet, is scheduled to appear before the St. Catherine Parish Court tomorrow. Campbell and the other accused were charged following coordinated investigations by MOCA and the Financial Investigations Division into what investigators have described as a highly sophisticated fraud operation allegedly carried out over an extended period and involving the use of forged and fraudulently obtained documents. It is alleged that 5 financial institutions were fleeced of more than $600 million through a litany of fraudulent documents. Bail denied 4 men charged for $2 million robbery at a store in Angels in Spanish Town. The 2 men, one from Westmoreland and the other from Manchester, charged for stealing more than $2 million worth of items, including cell phones, from a store in Angels, Spanish Town, St. Catherine, were today denied bail. Charged with larceny, housebreaking, conspiracy to commit housebreaking, and the conspiracy to commit larceny are 46-year-old Franklin Gross of Mandeville, Manchester, and 40-year-old Ronaldo Murray of Farm Pen, Savannah Lamar, Westmoreland. Today was their first court appearance. In applying for bail, the men's attorneys argued that their clients are willing to assist the police in retrieving the stolen cell phones, but require bail to do so. Acting Senior Parish Court Judge Janelle Nelson Gale remarked that assistance can be given to the police while the accused are in custody. She said the men are not fit candidates for bail. There is a likelihood of conviction, as one accused was seen on camera committing the act, while the other was observed in proximity to the offense. Additionally, he has 2 previous convictions, the judge said. Bail was denied, and the men were further remanded to return to court on March 3, when the matter will again be mentioned. Allegations outlined by the clerk of court are that video footage from January 17, 2026 shows Gross inside the complainant's store at a plaza in Angels, Spanish Town, stealing items. Murray was reportedly observed next to the getaway car. After receiving information about the robbery, checks made by the store's owner revealed that entry to the establishment was gained by breaking a glass door. The court was told that 59 smartphones, 11 tablets, and a laptop were stolen. Gross was tracked through 2 cell phones he had in his possession. The court was told that a total of 20 cell phones were recovered from 2 women who are mothers of Gross's children. The court heard that Gross told investigators that Murray was involved in the robbery. Both men were arrested and subsequently charged. They are being represented by attorneys at law Oral Miles and Fabian Campbell. Westmoreland man arrested for stealing GPS poles, another held while attempting to steal electricity. The police in Westmoreland have made arrests as law enforcement intensifies efforts to clamp down on the theft of Jamaica Public Service property and illegal activities. In one incident, a man was arrested after he was found in the process of illegally connecting electricity. The police were alerted and he was subsequently taken into custody at the Savannah Lamar police station. In a separate operation, police discovered 17 utility poles bearing the GPS brand mark at the premises of another individual. The man was taken into custody at the Withorn police station as investigations continue into the unauthorized possession of JPS infrastructure. JPS has welcomed the recent arrest, charging that these actions threaten the safety and reliability of the electricity grid. Illegal connections and the theft of utility assets slow down restoration efforts and put lives at risk, JPS said in a statement on Tuesday. We understand the frustration of being without electricity, but attempting to bypass established processes can result in serious injury, prolonged outages, or even loss of life. Our teams are working tirelessly to safely restore supply, and we urge the public to play their part by rejecting illegal activity and reporting suspicious behavior, the company added. JPS said it continues Hurricane Melissa restoration work on what it describes as the last mile, a phase that requires a significant effort to reconnect a smaller number of customers, particularly in areas where sections of the grid must be redesigned and rebuilt. As of today, 94% of customers are with a supply, said JPS. The company says approximately 6%, or an estimated 40,000 customers, remain without power as teams continue restoration efforts in western Jamaica, which sustained extensive damage during the passage of Category 5 Hurricane Melissa. JPS is reminding customers to remain vigilant and to verify the identity of anyone claiming to represent the company. Customers are advised that no one should request a payment to connect them to the electricity grid. Any such activity should be reported to the nearest police station or by sending a text or WhatsApp message to JPS at 876-499-2061. Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.